Most people say you only need 3 ETFs? Really? But that's right. Only 3. Picture waking up tomorrow broke. All your investments gone. Your portfolio wiped clean. The old you would probably panic, but the new you, the one who watched this video, would start again. Calmly, simply, effectively, with only 3 ETFs. Because building wealth doesn't need complexity, it needs consistency. Let me prove it. Here's what most people get wrong about starting over. They think more is safer, more funds, more stock picks, more moving parts. So they end up with 15 ETFs, a watch list of 40 companies, and no real idea what any of it is doing. That isn't a strategy. That's noise. If you had to rebuild from zero today, you wouldn't chase crypto or the meme stock of the week. You'd go back to the roots. 3 funds that do 3 jobs, working quietly while you get on with your life. That's the entire plan. Let's break down what each one is and why it's here. Start with the basics, because the whole thing rests on them. An ETF, short for Exchange Traded Fund, is a basket. Instead of buying one company at a time, you buy a slice of hundreds at once. One purchase, and you own a piece of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and hundreds of others. That's instant diversification, and diversification is what keeps a single bad company from sinking you. If one name collapses, the other few hundred hold the line. 2 things make ETFs different from the funds your parents owned. First, cost. A typical mutual fund quietly takes 1% to 2% of your money every year. Most ETFs charge around 0.1% or less. Over decades, that difference alone can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, sitting in your account instead of your fund managers. Second, control. An ETF trades like a stock. You can buy or sell any second the market is open at the live price. No waiting until the end of the day to find out what you got. But the real reason ETFs work is the one nobody talks about. They take the emotion out. You're not chasing a hot stock or dumping shares in a panic. You're following a system that doesn't care how you feel that morning. Even Warren Buffett, who built his whole life on picking individual stocks, tells regular people not to try it. Buy a low-cost S&P 500 fund, he says, and get on with your life. When the best stock picker alive tells you to stop picking stocks, that isn't a shortcut. It's discipline, and most people only learn it after losing money the hard way. The first fund is VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 Fund. This is the base. When you buy VOO, you're not betting on a winner. You're buying the 500 largest companies in America in a single move. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Johnson & Johnson, and 495 more. You're not backing one horse. You're backing the entire machine. The numbers are quietly absurd. Over the past decade, VOO has averaged more than 15% a year, and that runs straight through a pandemic, an inflation shock, and more than one crash. Stretch the window back several decades, and it settles closer to 10%. It doesn't flinch. It compounds, and the cost to own it is 0.03%. That's $3 a year for every $10,000 you put in. The mutual fund version of the same thing might charge you $200 on that same $10,000. Small fees don't feel like much, and that's exactly the trap. That gap compounds against you every single year. For 30 years, your $3 stays invested. The other guy's $200 walks out the door every year and never comes back. And if you think you can't afford VOO because one share runs a few $100s, that stopped being true. Almost every broker now sells fractional shares. You can start with $5. The amount was never the point. Starting was. Here's what that start turns into. Put $10,000 a year into VOO at a 10% return, and after 30 years, you're sitting on roughly $1.6 million. Not from picking anything, from showing up. And the way you show up has a name: dollar cost averaging. The same amount every month, no matter what the market is doing. When prices fall, your money buys more shares. When they rise, it buys fewer. You never have to guess the top or the bottom, which is lucky, because no one can. VOO gives you the whole economy, but it doesn't pay you while you wait. That's the second fund's job. The second fund is SCHD, the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity Fund. If VOO is the base, SCHD is the anchor. It holds steady, profitable companies that have paid their shareholders for decades. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Cisco, Merck. The kind of business that never makes a headline and never stops sending the check. Here's the part people love. SCHD currently pays a dividend yield of around 3.31%. That means for every $10,000 you hold, you're earning roughly $331 a year in cash, just for owning it, whether the market is green or bleeding. And it gets better. Over the last decade, SCHD's dividend has grown about 11% a year, which is extremely strong for a fund this safe. The payout gets bigger while you do nothing. That dividend growth is a big reason SCHD has returned nearly 13% a year over the past 10 years at an expense ratio of just 0.06%. And here's what separates SCHD from the funds that just chase a fat yield. A high payout means nothing if the company can't keep paying it. SCHD screens for quality first. Strong balance sheets, real free cash flow, healthy debt, the kind of businesses that have survived every downturn for decades. So while flashier stocks crack under pressure, these companies keep their footing and keep their dividends exactly when it matters most. Two moves turn that into real money. First, you reinvest the dividends instead of spending them. Every check buys a few more shares. Those shares pay their own dividends next quarter, and the whole thing starts feeding itself. Second, if you hold SCHD inside an IRA or a 401k, the taxman doesn't touch those dividends as they land. They compound untouched, year after year, which over decades is the difference between a nice income and a serious one. And when the market goes haywire, SCHD doesn't panic. It just keeps paying you. That steady income is what stops you from selling at the bottom, which is the one move that actually wipes people out. SCHD won't make headlines, but in 20 years, it'll quietly be funding your retirement while everyone else is still trying to time the next big thing. VOO owns the economy. SCHD pays you to stay patient. The third fund is the one that pushes everything forward. That's QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. If VOO is the base and SCHD is the anchor, QQQ is the high-octane engine. It holds the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. The names actually building the future: NVIDIA, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Meta, Microsoft. These aren't companies that simply make money. They reinvent entire industries, from artificial intelligence to electric cars to the cloud that almost everything else now runs on. Over the past 10 years, QQQ has averaged about 21% a year. That's a huge number, and it comes with a warning you can't ignore. QQQ swings. When the market drops, QQQ usually drops harder. In the dot-com crash, it fell more than 80% from top to bottom. If that's your entire portfolio, you don't survive it because you sell at the bottom like everyone else does. But here's what most people miss. Even if you had bought QQQ at the single worst moment in its history, the exact peak of the 2000 dot-com bubble, and simply never sold, you'd still be sitting on roughly 8% annualized returns today. That's the power of innovation compounding over time. That's what innovation does when you give it enough time. So you treat QQQ like the spice, not the meal, enough to feel the heat, never enough to burn the kitchen down. And when it does drop, you do the opposite of what your gut screams. You buy more. A crash isn't the engine braking, it's the engine on sale. The people who get rich off QQQ aren't the ones who timed it. They're the ones who kept buying while everyone else was afraid. Put the three together, and you've got the whole picture. VOO gives you the economy. SCHD pays you to stay calm. QQQ pushes your money into the future. Stability, income, and growth in 3 funds. You don't need a fourth. You just need to decide how much of each. And that comes down to one thing: how much time you have. If you're in your 20s or 30s with decades ahead, you lean into the engine. Something like 60% QQQ, 30% VOO, 10% SCHD. A rough decade barely matters when you've got 30 years to ride it out. In your 40s and 50s, you flatten it, closer to 40% VOO, 40% SCHD, 20% QQQ. Growth and income sharing the load. Near retirement, you flip towards safety. SCHD becomes the cornerstone at around 60%, with VOO at 40% for steady growth and the engine dialed way down. Whatever your mix, rebalance once a year, so the split you chose stays the split you actually own. Here's a quick perspective on what that discipline is worth. If you started at age 30 with $100,000, added $10,000 every year, and earned an average of 10%, you'd end up with roughly $4.9 million by 65. Compare that to around $3.8 million from typical actively managed funds. That's a $1.1 million difference, and you got it simply by keeping your fees low and your emotions out of the way. That's the whole strategy, and the most important thing about it is how little it asks of you. You don't need to chase hot stocks, time the market, or juggle 15 different funds. VOO, SCHD, and QQQ already give you steady growth, reliable income, and real exposure to innovation. Keep your costs low. Invest the same amount every month instead of waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment never comes. Every paycheck adds up. The biggest gap between the people who build wealth and the people who don't was never timing. It was consistency. So go back to that morning you woke up at 0. The old you freezes and calls it over. The new you opens 3 funds, sets one amount to invest every month, and lets time do the rest. Calmly, simply, efficiently. If that's the version of starting over you'd want, you know where the subscribe button is, and keep the momentum going. Watch what is the lowest amount you need to let compounding work for you. It's on the screen. Remember, this isn't personal financial advice. It's information so you can build your own plan. See you on the next one.